Hi Sagis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and another reading. Let us begin. I chose for you these 4 decks, so let's see what today is all about. We're going to be starting with the daily check-in, all right? And so let's see, how are you feeling today? Okay, you get the Lovers in reverse, and that is number 6 in reverse. How are you feeling today? Well, with the Lovers in reverse, for me it feels like you need to sort of fill your own cup. So maybe you might feel a little bit drained today, emotionally. Also, this could be talking about a choice that you recently undertook or went for that didn't really give you the expected result. I'm not gonna give it an emotion. I'm not gonna say like a bad result or a good result, because you're not going to be able to see the big picture yet and see how that was for your greater good. But what you know right now is what you're feeling, and what you're feeling is it wasn't what you expected. So you feel a little bit like maybe withered, all right? But I'm inclined to tell you that probably the reason why you're feeling like that is because you're not looking at that particular choice from the lens of today. You are still looking at that particular choice throughout the lens of the past, throughout the lens of yesterday. And when you do that, you are, without noticing, continuously living in the past. And so what would happen then? You're breeding out, right, a prejudice, a preconceived opinion that is bred out in the past. So it does not apply to today's situation. Now, how can we remove these past lenses, or how can we look at the situation differently? Well, right now, what I can tell you is that the only way you're looking at this is through your feelings. And you know, your feelings are your compass. Also, you gotta like write them out. You're gonna wanna feel them. And you wanna deal with them. So whether you wanna eat your feelings, whether you wanna express your feelings through art, whether you wanna channel your feelings through physical craft or labor, however you see fit, right? Whether you wanna also sit with them, the most important part for you is to, you know, accept them for who they are, even if they are the result of looking at things throughout a lens that is already outdated. Okay? Now, this situation also tells me that these feelings too might be related to a person or a situation or a choice that led for you to be working with or dealing with, or whatever it is with a situation, or like an energy or person that somehow feels to you that it carries like depravity, right? This is someone or situation, a sticky situation for that, that is not particularly just like, you know, bad in terms of like ethics. This is not someone who's like just like a bad person or whatever. No, but in this instance, because we're not here to judge who people are, we're here like to just talk about the energy they left or that you leave. And so that situation or that person, right, left an imprint of an energy that is beyond bad, right? Like they did something that is literally like literally like sucks. like unethical, vile, you know, that's why I use the word depravity, right? Trash, whatever you want to use. But I want you to remember that, like, for someone to have done something, like, people may do bad things, but that doesn't mean they're bad people, right? Circumstances can be bad, that doesn't mean your life is bad, and so on. But at the same time, you are entitled to feel the way you feel. So how you want to deal with it, up to you. Let us continue and see what's your health today, right? Mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health. Let us see what's going on with your body, right? Because that was the feelings realm here. And you're boiling on the inside. Well, not in anger, more like I think in disappointment. Transformation, death. This is continuing. You remember how, like, in the monthly yesterday, you got in the obstacle or the lesson to be learned throughout the months was the transformation, the butterfly. Here it pops up again in your health. Number 13, death. All right. So, obviously, we are not talking about your physical death because you're still here with me. All right. This is the physical realm, though. So I'm tending to associate this, I think, with because I would have jumped to say this is talking about the death of an old habit, of an old perception, of an old belief, of an old way to look at things, like I was previously talking to you about, because it sort of really like validates this. But this is also talking about the physical aspect. So I'm inclined to say here that something that was not serving you on a physical level has got to go. So that habit that I was talking about doesn't really fall in the mental realm, right? Its repercussions fall more on the physical realm. So whether that situation or that person or that whatever was detrimental to your physical health, right? So you might be losing your hair, you might be like having like extreme stress, you might be having like anxiety, you might not be sleeping well, whatever it is, right? Like, you know, like what I'm trying to describe here. So it's things that will be affecting your health. Or this could be talking also about habits that you developed as a coping mechanism towards that disappointment that are really like not doing you any good. So you were disappointed, let's say, in a choice that you took, because it didn't pan out like you wanted to, although maybe it is in the process of, and it's for your higher good, but you're just not able to see that, right? You're feeling disappointed, you're feeling all that. So whatever it is, and then your coping mechanism, like we discussed earlier, could be like eating, you're feeling like eating a lot, binge eating, not sleeping, all these like self-destructive habits. And so with this card here, this is telling you that today you get the awakening, right? Like these feelings, you felt them, you dealt with them, you did all that. And so now it is time to put to bed all these things that are detrimental to your health. And the death announces usually the beginning of a new chapter, which means that after this reading, after you go through this metaphorical death of something, you will be reborn again with vitality, because this is talking about health, right? So also if this is talking about an ailment or a disease or something that was like happening because of all that we discussed here, then it's also today is the final nail in the coffin, death, and then rebirth. Now let us continue and see what you think about all of this. Remember that like what's gonna follow this death is a burst of energy. You're gonna feel fully energetic afterwards, as it's going to feel literally like Easter, like resurrection, right? After death. So let us see, what are your thoughts about all this? You get the Four of Cups in reverse. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, immediately the way you're dealing with this, see, like one layer at a time, we're uncovering more about this situation. Your go-to coping mechanism, thought-wise, is to, you know, overdo things. Because, wait, not only overdo things, I feel like, I'm getting another feeling too in this. Okay, so I'm getting lots of downloads with this card. First download is that maybe you might be pondering a lot of what ifs, which I do not recommend at the moment, but if it happens, it happens, it is what it is. So there's a lot of what ifs, looking back at where things went wrong, where things did not go wrong, what have I done, should have, would have, could have. You're also looking back at previous opportunities, trying to connect the dots, trying to see like why you are where you are right now. So that is something. Also, this will be also telling you that you will be also re-examining in your mind a lot of missed opportunities and trying to see if you can revive one of them by looking at things differently. See, so now everything is starting to tie up. All right, so there was that choice, there was that feeling because of a choice or because of a result or because of a situation or because of a person that aroused a lot in you, in us, right? A lot of feelings of disappointment, which might not be like, the word isn't valid because your feelings are valid, but which might not be like justified, because whatever is happening must happen for your higher good in order for things to lead a certain way, but you are feeling that, right? So those feelings also, because of them, the way you were coping with things, it was detrimental to your health and it was not sustainable on many physical aspects. So it was time for something to, a coping mechanism to let it die, okay? And while you are doing that, and then you're gonna be reborn, and while you're doing that, your mind is examining what would I, should have, could have, all of these things. But at the same time, it's doing something smart because it's also looking at opportunities that you missed, or that maybe you let go of too easily, or that you didn't explore till the end, or that you sort of surrendered before they really panned out or something. And what's all of this exercise is going to give you is, like we discussed prior, it is going to give you a sense of being really able to notice and, you know, see things clearly, of like where everything, like feelings, physical, mind, where they should go in the past, which one you should carry with you to the present, how you'd act in the present, and also in the future. So this is all going to help you to move forward from all of this. And with that forward motion, eventually you will be reborn. You're going to feel full of energy. Then comes our affirmation that you saw in the community tab, which is, I am receiving plentifully. So you're going to be receiving plentifully afterwards. And also this whole depravity situation, right, is going to change by you changing the way you deal with it, the perspective and how it affects your mind, body and soul. And then you're gonna find with the number 13, right, that you have this newfound sense of satisfaction towards things. All right. I hope you like, by the way, like this new format. I'm going to be experimenting like with new formats and new ways of readings, because I love Sagis, always love to experiment and try new things. And so that is Sagittarius energy. And I'm also decided to also in my readings to delve into deeper and different arenas and subjects and tap into different energy. And so I hope you're gonna like this. Let me down in the comments below if this resonates, all right? And if you're liking all these new energies that I keep on pumping into this channel. So in order to continue the reading, I'm going to be using this, what do you call it, like deck, right? And we're gonna be looking at some guidance. Now that we explored, you know, your feelings and your like, yeah, mind, body, and soul, right? So that is like mind, body, and soul. So we experienced all that. Now comes the part where we're gonna look at some guidance. And so we're gonna see what is guiding you, my dear Sagis. Let's see the guidance from the tarot. Perfect. So first guidance card is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is talking about working, right? Like just grinding, putting yourself to the grind, working, hustling. And by the way, this could be a great way, since it fell under the emotional card, this could be a great way to channel and transmute all that energy into something that is productive. Not only you'll feel better, because every time we use our hands, our minds, our brains, anything, right? Whenever we do work, it could be even sometimes like household chores, right? Errands, it could be actual labor, making money, whatever it is, it makes us feel good about ourselves because it is something that we can control. And so it gives us this sense of control and it makes us feel really, really good. Not only that, it also sometimes like takes us away from drowning too much in the emotional realm. And so it sort of balances that, right? And so the guidance for you is to keep your nose to the grind, keep working, all right? That is really what you need to be doing. You've done all that, you felt all that. It is time for you to channel it all into hustling. And believe me, once those coins will start to come into your life, and once these fruits of your labor starts to show up, you're gonna feel that full energy. And then remember our affirmation, you will be receiving plentifully. I love it. Now let's see what's going to happen, right? Once you decide to work. What will happen is some tough love from the universe. You get the Magician in reverse. And so this is, for me, this is saying, this reminds me a little bit of like retrograde energy. And so for me, what this is telling you is that what's going to happen is you might not see the magic right away. You might not feel like you're manifesting, but this is what's supposed to be happening. You gotta keep on grinding. You gotta keep on hustling. You gotta keep on working. You gotta keep on producing. Okay? Go, 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 go. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And also what this is telling you a little bit is like, because in the original one, right, in the original, not original, like when it's not reversed, it says, as above, so below, right? So whatever you think or manifest, it happens. And so when it's reversed, it's as below, so above. And so for me, this is another confirmation that you need to focus on the aspect of the physical aspect of this realm of planet Earth, right? The advice and what will happen is you need to step out once you felt all the emotions needed, once you went through all that mental labyrinth, right? And once that physical detrimental habit died and you were able to bounce back and have full energy, it is time really to focus solely on everything that is tangible. With the Magician in reverse, this is also telling you there is no abracadabra. 1 + 1 = 2. What you see is what you get. So focus on things that are really real, practical, pragmatic. And this will be guiding you in this phase. Whenever you do listen to this reading, if you're hesitating between anything, if you're stumbling upon things, always follow the practical choice, the tangible answer, okay? Let us continue and see what will you learn from this, right, journey right here. Exactly, the Two of Swords in reverse. Well, the Two of Swords, when it's not in reverse, it talks about you not being satisfied with like way number 1 or way number 2 and all these mental options in your mind, and you're looking for an alternative route. And so what you will learn is that that was the alternative way, like all along, right? That was the right way all along. Sometimes we don't need to be visionaries. We don't need to continuously trying to forecast and foresee the future, or we don't always need to be analysts and strategists. We don't always need to be like intuitives and following our heart. Sometimes we just need to literally, you know, like a horse in a race, whatever, like you're gonna have like these patches against your eyes that will just like help you have just this tunnel vision. Sometimes you just need to just look in front of you, not even like peripheral vision. Just focus on the task at hand. Focus on one thing. Do not multitask. Focus on one thing. Grind, 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 grind till it's done. It is only after you do that that you will realize what you're capable of whenever you do decide to put all your faculties into something. When you pour 100% of your attention, 100% of your focus, 100% of your soul, 100% of your mind, 100% of your body into any activity, no matter what is the importance of that activity, regardless, right? That is relative. You will be able to see just how much you're capable of. And somehow that will click something in you and sort of like maybe helps you believe in yourself again, or believe in yourself more, or believe of like what you really are able to do, or like whenever you do have control in a situation, like, you know, how to do things. And so this is really beautiful. Now, if I look back, if I look at the cards up and down, I would notice that, like I said before, after we process the feeling, the best way to channel, right, the soul's feeling was into work. This was talking about the physical aspect. So like I said, it was important for you to experience that physical death, whether that was like a disease, whether you got the flu, whether you got H1N1, H3N2, COVID, whether your body shut down, whether it was like a bad habit, you're healthy, but like it was a bad habit, whatever it is, right? It was essential for that to happen, for you to feel full of energy. And once you have full of energy, because right now you know where to channel all that into practical things, because before maybe you were too busy being the magician and trying to conjure up things and manifesting things, and maybe that was like not what you were supposed to do at that moment. And so if we move back to the thoughts realm, right, you're no longer in that energy, and I like it. With the reversal, you were analyzing and all of these things and trying to look past and connect the dots and see missing opportunities. And then you with this card, I like it because this is sort of like tunnel vision, that sometimes the answer lies in front of us. All we need to do is shut down our brain faculties and just focus on something, and then boom, you're gonna find it. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. I hope I'm not confusing you more. I'm just getting a lot of like downloads. All right. So now we're going to be selecting the other 3 cards, right? And this would be talking about hidden things, right? This is a favorite for people who love tarot readings, right? So let's talk about hidden things. First, we're gonna be seeing a theme that is emerging through the day that feels hidden through the day, through the month, or whatever, like you're watching this reading. It's gonna feel like a little bit hidden, right? And then at some point, it's gonna feel like, so that was what today is all about, right? That sort of thing. And so it is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with the 5 of Swords in reverse, just one second, I'm trying to pull up something. Just one sec. Just want to make sure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, you see, because I was comparing it with the original, like Rider-Waite Tarot. So with the with this card, the 5 of Swords in reverse here, what the theme that will be hidden from you, and that you will realize later on, right? Like once you do all that work and once you focus and put your nose to the grind, like I said, is that somehow you'll realize by the end of all of this that the whole point of all of this was for the universe to show you a way to move on, right? To move on from that situation, or to close a chapter, or to get a closure, or to have a peaceful resolution towards something that was aggravating you, or, right? Like you're no longer in the defeat and in the energy of the 5 of Swords. Now it is reversed. And so you're heading towards peace, moving on, resolution, healing, all of that. And I love this for you because really, I think without that phase, you would have never seen how to do this. You were so caught up in everything that you weren't be able to reach that stage. And so that's the hidden theme for you. Very nice. Now let us see an event or circumstance or person or something that is key that will also be revealed throughout the journey. This is like a key moment, right? Or a key person or key event, as opposed to the whole theme that will be revealed to you at the end. And so you get the 4 of Wands in reverse. All right, you get the 4 of Wands in reverse. So pulling up the Rider-Waite version in front of me digitally. I like to do that. Okay, and so with the 4 of Wands in reverse here, in the something that is hidden, right? The 4 of Wands, when it's not reversed, talks about happiness and, you know, happy events and celebrations and all of these things, right? This is why, like, what traditionally it is the weddings card and stuff like that. And so whenever it is in the reversal for me, and it is also in the what is hidden, what this is telling me is that you're gonna find out, right, that exactly, like this is how it ties up. Because this is like happiness reverse. So this means that you're gonna find out that because this is what's hidden too, right? This is the hidden stuff that will appear, is that you didn't know that an unfortunate, like a perceived, because I'm trying to like weigh my words here, like a perceived unfortunate event actually was for the best, right? But this is going to reveal itself. Like you're not gonna, right? You're not going to reach that conclusion from the beginning. And so this is what's funny about this journey. Like it takes you through like hoops and things like that, right? And this talks about, it could be anything. It could also be like, let's say, a project or a continuity for something like that. Maybe that choice was a job, was a project for a client, and that was like number two, right? And I don't know, maybe you presented a quotation or a tender or a pitch or whatever, and you lost it, and you were very disappointed. But maybe it was a blessing in disguise, because maybe you shouldn't have continued to work another project for that client because it already sucked the first one, right? Like it's something like that. Or it could be a trip that is canceled, and thank God, because if you went, it would have been hell. Or it could be a reunion, whatever it is, right? Like it's something that is perceived to be unfortunate in the moment, but actually it is so not, right? It is so not. Now let's see the advice of the cards when it comes to all of this. Queen of Cups. And so for me, what this is telling me is that the Queen of Cups is asking you here to not only keep a positive attitude towards everything. I think whatever's been going on was to allow for your cup to stay full in order for you to be able to nurture others somehow. So let's say if this would have continued, it would have taken a lot from your cup and you wouldn't have enough left for whatever is going to come next. That as well, if that happened, it would have drained you emotionally. And so you see what I'm getting at. This is really amazing because the Queen of Cups really talks about you having like feeling happy and then some, right? And that's very, very, very beautiful. I love it a lot. So the advice is like to embrace that water side of yours, right? That Scorpio side of yours, that Cancer side of yours, that Pisces side of yours. And so, yeah, I love it. Now, let us see the last three cards that I'm going to be pulled. And these are going to be shedding lights on areas like work, family, and love. And let's see. So work, beautiful. Page of Pentacles. See, the Page of Pentacles talks about, right, an opportunity that is, how to say, like it has a lot of, like it has big potential, and it's usually like let's say a small job, a small reunion, a small encounter, a small opportunity, whatever, right? That will not only it's amazing, but it also holds a huge potential for it to multiply later on, or it's going to lead to much more bigger gains than it originally like appears or introduces. And like I really, really love this a lot. Let me just pull the here the Page of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Tarot to see if I missed something. I think yeah, exactly. No, that's it. Yeah. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You see also like here, like there's the goat, and so this is telling you that like the road ahead, because goats usually like go up mountains, so the road ahead does not mean that, like, let's say if you had this pentacle, that the whole fortune or the whole thing is going to come to you easy. No, there's going to be climbs, there's going to be up, there's going to be all that, but all of that in the future. The most important thing is that this holds an opportunity. So really this is talking about like I don't know, like it's a good it's a good beginning. It's a good foundation. It's a good end goal, right? For you to have, especially when it comes to your work. And so if we look at all of this, I'm gonna look at the end, right? To tie all of these up, but like really, really, this is nice. Let us continue. And so now we're moving to family. Okay, family could be blood family, friends, right? Anything like social. And it is the Queen of Swords. And so I think it is very, very, very important for you to be speaking out your truth when it comes to your family and saying things as they are, not be manipulated into anything that you don't want to be doing, or not wanting to be tagging along with or something. Also, you might play that role where you have to be the sword of righteousness, and so maybe people will flock to you for advice, or they will ask you to sort of like judge what is right, what is wrong, and also like people respect your words. And I love this. I like it a lot. Now let's see, last, love. 8 of Cups. And so with the 8 of Cups in the love department, this is talking about like feeling a little bit blue when it comes to a chapter of your life that you're currently in, and wanting you and your partner, whether if you're single, you're gonna look for like someone new. If you're with someone, like you're looking forward to another chapter, right? But like there's this feeling where you both, right, are trying, like you have a lot of yearning. It's like as if you're looking for magic. You want to feel that spark, brighter. You want to travel, you want to go on new adventures. You're looking for something really new here. Now I'm going to be trying to look at everything, right? And so if I may very nice. Very, very nice, dear Saggies. I love this a lot. This has taken a long time. I was gonna continue, but we're already at like minute 38 and it's been intense. So I'm going to leave you with that, I guess. Until next time, all right? I love you so much, my Saggies. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for sharing my videos on your social media. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. If you didn't, please click that subscribe button. It helps me a lot. And yeah, until next time, stay blessed, aligned, and connected. I love you so, so, so much. I hope this resonates too.